would not by my will have troubled you, but since you make a pleasure of your pains, I will further charge you.
I could not stay behind you. My desire, more sharp than fire of steel, did spur me forth. I'm not all love to see you, though so much might draw mine to a long voyage, but jealousy, all might before your travel being skilless in these parts, which, to a stranger, unguided and unfriended, oft proved rough and inhospitable. My willing love, beguiled by the arguments of fear, set forth in your pursuit.
I find Antonio. For no other answer make but thanks and thanks, and ever oft good turns are shuffled off to such unthrown pay. What's to do then? Shall we see the relics of this town?
Tomorrow, sir. Best first we see your lodging.
I'm not tired. And it is long till night. I pray you let us satisfy our eyes with the monuments and things of fame that do renown the city.
Would you pardon me? I do not without danger walk these streets. Once in a sea battle against the Countess galleys, I did some service, of such note indeed, but I take them here would scarce be answered.
I noticed slew a great number of his people.
The offence is not such a bloody nature, albeit the quality and time of the quarrel might since have given us bloody argument. It might since have been repaid in paying what we took for them, which for traffic's sake, most of our city did. Only myself stood out, for which if I be lectured in this place, I shall pay dear.
Do not then walk too open.
It does not fit me. Oh, sir, have a purse. In the south suburbs at the Elephant is best to lodge. I will bespeak our diet and feed our time with viewing of this town, whilst... Yeah, you shall have me.
Why are your purse?
Happy your eye might land upon some toy of desire to purchase. And your straw, I think, is not for idle market, sir.
I'll be your purse bearer, and I'll meet you in an hour.
To the Elephant.
I do remember.
I've sent after him. He says he'll come. How shall I feast him? What to bestow of him? The youth is bought more often begged or borrowed. I speak too loud. Where's Malvolio? He's sad and civil and suits well for a servant with my fortunes. Where is Malvolio?
Coming, madam, but in a very strange manner. He is sure possessed.
Why? What's the matter? Does he rave?
No, madam. He does nothing but smile. Your ladyship would best have some guard about you, for sure the man is tainted in wits.
Go fetch him hither. I am as mad as he, if sad and merry madness equal be. How now, Malvolio?
Sweet lady!
Tellest thou, Malvolio, I sent for thee upon a sad occasion.
Sad lady? I could be sad. This does obstruct my blood some, this cross-gartering. More than that, if it please the eye of one, it is with me as the very sonnet is. Please one and please all.
Why, how dost thou, man? What is the matter with thee?
Not black in my mind, though yellow in my legs. If you come to his hands and command shall be executed. I think we do know the sweet Roman hand.
Wilt thou go to bed, Malvolio?
To bed? Aye, sweetheart, and I'll come to thee.
What dost thou smile so and kiss my hand so oft?
How do you, Malvolio?
At your request, yes, nightingales answer doors.
Why, you appear with such boldness before my lady.
Be not afraid of greatness, 'twas well writ.
What meanest thou by that, Malvolio?
Some are born great,
Huh?
some achieve greatness,
What sayest thou?
and some have greatness thrust upon them.
Heaven restore thee!
We do remember who commended thy yellow stocking,
Thy yellow stockings.
and wish to see thee ever cross-gartered.
Cross-gartered?
Go to, thou art made if thou desirest to be so.
Am I maid?
If not, let me a servant still.
This is very midsummer madness.
Madam, the gentleman from the Count Orsino's has returned. I could hardly entreat him back. He attends your ladyship's pleasure.
I'll come to him. Good Maria, let this fellow be looked to. Where is Sir Toby? Let some of my people have a special care of him. I would not have him miscarry for the half of my dowry.
Oh, do you come near me now? No worse man than Sir Toby to look to. This concurs directly with the letter. She sends him on purpose, that I may appear stubborn to him, for she incites me to that in the letter. Cast thy humble self shall see. Be opposite with a kinsman, surly with servants. Let thy tongue tang with arguments of state, put thyself into the trick of singularity, and consequently sets down the manner how, as a sad face, a reverend carriage, a slow tongue, in the habit of some serve, note and so forth. I have liked her, but is Jove doing, and Jove be thankful. And when she went away now, let this fellow be looked to, not Malvolio, no after my degree, but fellow. Why, everything adheres together. Then no dram of a scruple, no scruple of a scruple, no obstacle, no incredulous or unsafe circumstance. What can be said? Nothing that can come between me and the full prospect of my hopes. But Jove, not I, is the doer of this, and he's to be thanked.
Which way is he? In the name of sanctity, if all the devils of hell be drawn in little, and Legion himself possessed him, yet...
Here he is! Here he is! How is it with you, sir? How is it with you, man?
Go off! I discard you. Let me enjoy my private. Go off.
Like how the hollow green speaks within him. I take it at heart. Did I not tell you, Sir Toby? My lady, pray you have a care of him.
Peace, peace, go to. Let me alone with him. How now, Malvolio? How is't with you, man? What man? Defy the devil. Consider he's an enemy to mankind.
Do you know what you say?
Like how hollow the fiend speaks within him, how he takes it at heart. Pray he not be bewitched.
Carry his water to the wise woman.
Marry, that should be done tomorrow morning. My lady will not lose him for more than I'll say.
How now, mistress?
Peace, peace, we must deal gently with him. Do you not see you move him? Let me alone with him.
No way but gentleness. Gently, gently. The fiend is rough and will not be roughly used.
How now, my boss cock? How dost thou chuck?
Sir,
What man? I bid come with me.
Get him to pray, Sir Toby, get him to pray.
my prayers, mates.
Port Royal, he will not hear of godliness.
Come hang yourselves all. You are idle, shallow things. I am not of your element. You shall know more hereafter.
It's possible?
If this were played upon a stage now, I could condemn it as a most improbable fiction.
His very genius hath taken the infection of the device man.
Nay, pursue him now, lest the device take air and taint.
Why, we shall make him mad indeed.
The house would be the quieter.
We shall have him in a dark room and bound. My niece is already in the belief that he is mad. We may pursue it thus, for our pleasure and his penance, till our very, very pastime, tired and out of breath, force us to have mercy on him. Oh, but see.
More matter for a May morning.
Here's the challenge. Ready. I warrant there's vinegar and the brandy.
Is so saucy?
I it is. I warrant it. 2 by 3.
Give it me. Youth, whatsoever thou art but a scurvy fellow.
Good and valiant.
Wonder not, nor admire that in thy mind why I do call thee so, for I will show thee no reason for it.
A good note that keeps you from the blow of the law.
Thou comest to the Lady Olivia, and in my sight she uses thee kindly, but thou liest in thy throat. That is not the matter I challenge thee for.
Very brief and exceeding good sense. Nice.
I will waylay thee going home, where, if it be thy chance to kill me,
Good.
thou killest me like a rogue and a villain.
Still you keep to the windy side of the law.
Fare thee well, and God have mercy upon one of our souls. He may have mercy upon mine, but my hope is better, so look to thyself. Thy friend as thou usest him, and thy sworn enemy, Andrew Aguicheek. If this letter move him not, his legs cannot. I'll give it him.
Thou may have some fit occasion for it. He is in some commerce with my lady, and will be by and by depart.
Go, Sir Andrew, scout me for him at the corner of the orchard like a bum baby. So soon as ever thou seest him, draw thy sword, and as thou drawest, swear.
Nay, let me run for swearing!
Now shall I not deliver this letter, for the behavior of the youth gives him out to be of good capacity and breeding, and this letter, being so excellently ignorant, will breed no terror in the youth. I will, however, deliver his challenge by word of mouth, and drive them both into such a hideous opinion of each other's rage, skill, fury, and impetuosity, that they shall kill each other by the look like cockatrices.
Here he comes with my lady. Give way for now, and
or meditate the while on some horrible message for a challenge.
I have set too much onto a heart of stone and laid mine honour too carelessly on it. There's something in me that reproves my fault, but such a potent, headstrong fault it is that it but mocks reproof.
With the same behaviour that your passion bears goes on my master's griefs.
Wear this jewel for me, 'tis my picture. Refuse it not, it hath no tongue to vex you, and I beseech you, come again tomorrow. What shall you ask that I'll deny, that honour saved may upon asking give?
Nothing but this, your true love for my master.
How, by mine honour, may I give that to him which I have given to you?
I will equip you.
Well, come again tomorrow, fare thee well. A fiend like thee might bear my soul to hell.
Gentlemen, God save thee.
And you, sir.
Oh, that defence thou hast, betake thee to it. What nature wrongs thou hast done him, I know not, but thy assailant is quick, skillful, and deadly.
You mistake, sir. I am sure. My remembrance is very free and clear of any image of an offence done to any man.
No, sir, I assure you, therefore, if you take your life at any price, betake thee to your guard, for thy assailant hath in him strength, skill, and wrath.
I pray you, what is he?
He is knight, but he is devil in private practice. Souls and bodies hath he departed 3, and his current incensement at this moment is so implacable that satisfaction can be done but by pangs of death and sepulchre. Hobnob is his word, gift or take.
I'll return again to the house and desire some wonder to the lady. I am no fighter. I have heard of these kind of men that put their quarrel on others in order to taste their valour. Be like this a man of that quirk.
Sir, no, that you shall not the house. Therefore, draw thy sword stark naked, for meddle you must.
This is as uncivil as strange. I beseech you, do me this courteous office as to know of the knight what his incensement is against me. Be it something of my negligence, nothing of my purpose.
I will do. Stand you by here with Fabian in the while.
I pray you, sir, do you know of this matter?
I know the knight is incensed against you, but nothing of the matter more.
I beseech you, what manner of man is he?
He is indeed, sir, the most skillful, fatal, and bloody opposite you could hope to meet in all Imperial. Will you walk this way? I'll make your peace with him if I can.
Have you much bounty for it? I am one that would rather go with Sir Priest than Sir Knight. I care not know so much of my mettle.
He is a very devil. I have never seen such a farrago. They say he was fencer to the Shah of Persia.
I'll have it over him.
Fabian can scarce hold him yonder.
Plague on, and I thought he had been so violent and turning in fence, I'll drop the match asleep. I'll give you my horse. Wake up with it.
I'll make the offer. Stand you by here. Make a good show of it. Mary, I'll ride his horse as well as I ride him. I have his horse to take up the offer. I've convinced him that youth is a devil.
He is as horribly conceited of him, and pants, and is as pale as if a bear were at his heels.
Sir, I have spoken with him. He will have one bout with you, but on his honor he swears he will not hurt you.
Pray God defend me. Little thing would make me tell them how much I lack of a man.
Give way if you see him furious.
I have spoken to him. He will fight with you on his honor, but as he's a soldier, he will not hurt you.
Pray God keep his oath.
I do assure you it is against my will.
Go!
Put up your sword! This young gentleman done the offence. I take the fault on me. If you offend him, I for him to fight you.
Why, what are you?
One, sir, that boy is loved, as you do more for than brag to you, he will.
Well, if you be an undertaker, I am for you. Oh, good Sir Tony, get the
I pray you, sir, put up your sword if you will.
Marry, relax. For what I promised you, I'll be as good as my word. You will bear you easily and Renswood.
This is a man due thy office.
Antonio, arrest thee at the suit of Count Orsino.
You do mistake me, sir.
No, sir, no job. I know your favour well, but now you have no sea cap upon your head. Take him away, he knows I know him well.
I must obey. His coming is seeking you. But there's no remedy. I shall answer it. But when you do, now my necessity makes me ask of you my purse. Give me much what I cannot do for you than what befalls myself. You stand amazed, but be of comfort.
Come, sir, away!
I must entreat of you some of that money.
What money, sir? For the fair kindness you have shown me. Here, out of my lean and low ability, I'll lend you something. My having is not much.
Should you deny me now? It's possible my deserts to you can lack persuasion. Do not tempt my misery. It's made me so unsound a man to upbraid with those kindnesses I have done for you.
I know of none, nor I know you by any voice or any feature. I hate ingratitude more in a man than vainness, lying, babbling, drunkenness, or any taint of vice that inhabits our frail blood.
Oh, heavens themselves!
Come, sir, I pray you go.
Let me speak a little. This youth you see before you, I snatched one half from the jaws of death. Believed to his that sanctity of love, and to his image, which we thought to promise most venerable worth, did I devotion.
What was that to us? The time is by way!
Oh, how violent idle proof is good! Thou hast, Sebastian, done good feet to shame. In nature there's no blemish but the mind, none can be called deformed but the unkind. Virtue is beauty, but beauty is evil, a tongue overflowed by the devil.
Hold, the man was mad! Wait, sir, come!
Keep me on.
Thinks his words do from such passion fly, that he believes himself, so do not I. Oh, prove true, imagination prove true. But I, dear brother, be now taken for you.
Come, Sir Fabian, Andrew, let's whisper o'er a couplet or two of most sage saws.
He named Sebastian. I, my brother, know yet living in this glass. Even such and so in favour was my brother. So when he in this fashion, colour and ornament for him, I imitate. If it's true, then tempests are kind and salt waves fresh in love.
A very dishonest and a paltry boy, and more a coward than a hare. His dishonesty shows in leaving his friend in necessity and denying it, and as for his cowardship, ask Fabian.
A coward, a most devout coward, religious in it.
And after him again, and beat him.
Do, cuff him soundly, but do not draw thy sword.
And I do not.
Come, let's see the event.
I dare lay any money 'twill be nothing yet.
Will you make me believe that I am not sent for you?
Don't you go too. Thou art a foolish fellow, let me be clear of thee.
No, I do not know you, nor is your name Master Cesario, nor am I sent by my lady to bid you come speak with her, nor this is not my nose, neither. Nothing that is so is so.
I prithee, vent thy folly somewhere else. Thou knowest not me.
Vent my folly! He's heard this word of some great man, and now applies it to a fool. Vent my folly! I'm afraid this great love of the world will prove a cockney. I prithee, now gird thy strangeness, and tell me what I shall vent to my lady. Shall I vent to her that thou art come?
I prithee, foolish Greek, depart from me. There's money for you. If you tarry longer, I shall give worse payment.
By my troth, thou hast an open hand. These wise men that give fools money get themselves a good report after 14 years' purchase.
Now, sir, have I met you again? And there's for you. There's for you.
All the people mad.
Come, sir. Oh,
This one tells my lady straight, and I'll be in some of your coats for tuppence.
Now, let him alone. I'll go another wet work with him. I'll have an action, battery against him. If there be any law in area, no, I strike him first. It's no matter for that.
come, sir. Hold.
Let go thy hand.
I will not let go. Hold or I'll throw your dagger over the house. Come, strip your sword naked. I'll have an ounce or two of this malapert.
Hold! On thy life, Toby, I charge thee, hold! Will it be ever thus, ungracious wretch, fit for the mountains and barbarous caves where manners now are preached, out of my sight? Be not offended, dear Cesario. Rude be gone! Let thy fair wisdom, not thy passion sway, in this uncivil and unjust extent against thy peace. Go with me to my house, and hear thou there how many fruitless pranks this ruffian hath botched up, that thou thereby may smile at this. Thou shalt not choose but go, do not deny. Beshrew his soul for me. He has started one poor heart of mine in thee.
What relish is in this? How runs the stream? Once I'm mad, or this is a dream. I fancy still my sense in leafy steep. If we lost a dream, still let me sleep.
Nay, come, I prithee, wouldst thou be ruled by me?
Madam, I will.
Oh, say so, and so be. Nay, I pray thee, put on this gown, making believe thou art Sir Topaz the curate. Do it quickly, I'll call Sir Toby the last.
Well, I will put it on, and I will dissemble myself in it. And I would that I were the first that ever dissembled such a gown. Ah, the competitors enter.
Sir Topaz!
Buenos dias, Sir Toby. For as the old hermit of Prague once said, that is. So I, being Master Parson, am Master Parson. What is that but that, and is but is?
To him, Master Topaz.
What ho, I say, peace in this prison!
A good name, he counterfeits well.
Who calls there?
Sir Topaz the curate, who comes to call on Malvolio the lunatic.
Sir Topaz, good Sir Topaz, go to my lady.
Out, hyperbolical fiend! How thou vexest this man? Dost thou speak of nothing but ladies?
Excellent guest.
Sir Topaz, never was man thus wronged. Good Sir Topaz, do not think I am mad. They have laid me here in hideous darkness.
Fie, thou dishonest Satan! I call thee in the most modest terms, for I am one of those gentle ones that leaves the devil himself with courtesy. Sayest thou the closet is dark?
As hell, Sir Topaz.
Why, the bay windows as transparent as barricadoes, and the clerestories to the south-north are as lustrous as ebony. Yet complainest thou of obstruction?
I am not mad, Sir Topaz, I say this house is dark.
I say there is no darkness but ignorance, which thou art as vexed as the Egyptians in their fog.
I say there is no darkness but ignorance, though ignorance were as dark as hell. And I say there was never man thus abused. I am no more mad than thou art, make the trial of it in any constant question.
What is the opinion of Pythagoras concerning wildfowl?
That the soul of our grandam might happily inhabit a bird.
What thinkest thou of his opinion?
I think nobody of the soul in no way approve his opinion.
Fare thee well. Remain thou still in darkness.
Sir Topaz! Sir Topaz!
My most exquisite Sir Topaz.
Nay, I am for all waters.
Thou mightst have done without thy gown, easily enough.
To him, in thine own voice, and bring me word how he is. If he can be conveniently delivered, I would he were. For I am now so far advanced with my niece that I cannot pursue this sport any further. Come by and by my chambers.
Hey, Robin, jolly Robin, tell me how my lady does.
Fool!
My lady is unkind, party.
Fool!
Alas, why she so?
Fool!
She loves another.
Fool, I say!
Who calls? Huh?
Good fool, as ever thou wilt deserve well at my hand, help me to a candle and pen, ink, and paper. As I am a gentleman, I will live to be thankful to thee for it.
Master Malvolio?
I, good fool.
How fare you besides your 5 wits?
Fool, there was never man thus notoriously abused. I am no more mad, fool, than you are.
But as well, and thou art mad indeed to be as well in thy wits as a fool.
They have here propertied me, keep me in darkness, send ministers to me, asses, and do all they can to face me out of my wits.
Advise you what you say. The minister is here.
Malvolio, Malvolio, thy wits the heavens restore. Endeavour thyself to sleep and leave thy vein, bibble babble.
Sir Topaz!
Maintain no words with him, fool.
Oh, I, sir. Not I, sir. God be with you, Sir Topaz.
Marry, amen.
I will, sir. I will.
Fool! Fool! Fool, I say!
Alas, sir, be patient. What say you? I am ashamed for speaking to you.
Good fool, help me to some cap, some light and paper. I am in well as much of my wits as any man in Illyria.
Tell me true. Are you mad, or do you but counterfeit?
Believe me, I am not, I tell thee true.
Nay, I'll never believe a madman till he sees his brains. But very well, I shall fetch you pen and paper and ink.
Fool, I requite it in the highest degree, I prithee be gone.
I am gone, sir, and anon, sir. I'll be with you again in a trice, like to the old vice, your need to sustain. Who with dagger of love in his right his rock as hard to the devil, like a bad lad, pepper nails down, adieu, good man devil.
This is the air. That is the glorious sun. This pearl she gave me. Though I do feel it and see it, it is wonder that enwraps me thus. It is not madness. Where's Antonio then? I could not find him at the Albion, yet there he was. Nor I did find the credit it would be range to the town to seek me out. His counsel now might do me a golden service. And my reason tells me that I'm mad. Else the lady's mad. But if it were so, she cannot command her followers to sway her house with such a smooth, discreet, and stable bearing as I perceive she does. There's something in it that's deceivable. But here the lady comes.
Blame not this haste of mine. If you mean well, go with me, and with this holy man into the chantry by. There before him, and underneath that consecrated roof, plight me the full assurance of thy faith, that my too jealous and doubtful soul may be at peace. He shall conceal it, whilst you are willing, it shall come to note what time we our occasion keep, according to my birth. What do you say?
I'll go with this good man and come with you, and having sworn truth, that will be true.
Then lead the way, good father, and heaven so shine that they may duly note this act of mine.
Now, as thou lovest me, let me see his letter.
Good Master Fabian, grant me another request.
Anything.
Do not desire to see this letter.
This is to give a dog, and in recompense desire my dog again. Come, let me sit.
Belong you to the lady Olivia, friend?
Aye, sir, we have some of her trappings.
I know thee well. How dost thou, good fellow?
Truly, sir, the better for my foes and the worse for my friends.
It's just the contrary, the better for thy foes.
No, sir, the worse.
How can this be?
Aye, sir, they praise me and make an ass of me. Now my foes tell me plain I am an ass. Therefore I can profit in the knowledge myself. And thus by my friends I am abused. So conclusions is to be kisses. If your 4 negatives make 2 affirmatives, why then, the worse my friends and the better for my foes.
Why, this is excellent.
Why, my troth, sir, no. Though it please you to be one of my friends.
Thou shalt not be the worse for me. There's gold.
Would that this would be double dealing, sir. I would you could make it another.
You give me ill counsel.
Put your grace in your pocket, sir, just this once, and let your flesh and blood obey it.
Well, I will be so much a sinner to be a double dealer. There's another.
Primo, secundo, tertio is a good play. Or the triplex, sir, is a good trippy measure. Or the bells of St. Benedict may be put in mind. 1, 2, 3.
You can fill no more money out of me in this room. If you will let your lady know I am here to speak with her and bring her along with you, it may awaken my bounty further.
Very well, sir. Lullaby to your bounty. I will go, but I would not have you think that my desire of hunting is the sin of covetousness. But as you say, sir, lullaby to your bounty, I will awake it, anon.
Here comes the man, sir, that did rescue me.
That face of his I do remember well. Yet when I saw it last, it was besmeared as black as Vulcan in the smoke of war. What's the matter?
Orsino, this is that Antonio that took the Phoenix and her freight away. And this is he that did the tide aboard when your young nephew Titus lost his leg. Here in the streets, desperate of shaven state, in private rabble did we apprehend him.
He did me kindness, sir, drew on my side, but in conclusion put strange speech upon me. I know not was, 'twas but distraction.
Notable pirate! Thou saltwater thief! What foolish boldness brought thee to their mercies, whom thou in turn so bloody and so dear hast made thine enemy?
Orsino, noble sir, be pleased I shake off these names you give me. Antonio never yet was thief or pirate, though I confess on basing ground enough Orsino's enemy. But witchcraft drew me hither. That most ingrateful boy there by your side from the rude seas and maced and foamy mouth that I redeem. A wreck past hope he was. His life I gave him, and did there to add my love without pretension or restraint, all in his dedication. For his sake did I expose myself, pure for his love, into the dangers of adverse town, due to defend him when he was beset, where being apprehended, and not meaning to partake with me in my danger, his false cunning taught him to face me out of his acquaintance, and grew 20 years remove a thing which one could wink. For denied me the use of mine own purse, which I had recommended to his use not half an hour before.
How can this be?
When came him to this town?
Today, my lord, and for 3 months hence, no interim, no minute's vacancy, both day and night did we keep company.
Here comes the Countess. Now heaven walks on him. But for thee, fellow, thy words are madness. 3 months have this use tended upon me, but more of that anon, taking aside.
What would my lord, but that he may not have, wherein Olivia may seem serviceable? Cesario, you do not keep promise with me.
Madam?
Gracious Olivia.
What say you, Cesario?
Good my lord. My lord would speak, my duty hushes me.
If it be aught to the old tune, my lord, it is as fat and fulsome to mine ear as howling after music.
And still so cruel.
Still so constant, lord.
What, to perverseness? You uncivil lady, to whose ingrate and unauspicious altars my soul, the faithless of offerings, have breathed out that air devotion tended. What shall I do?
Even what it please, my lord, that shall become him.
Then why should I not? Had I the heart to do it? Like the Egyptian fevered point of death, kill what I love. Come boy with me, my thoughts are ripe in mischief. I will sacrifice the lamb that I do love, to spite the raven's heart within a dove.
And I must second apt and willingly. To do you rest, 1,000 deaths would die.
Let go, Cesario.
After him I love. More than I love these eyes, more than I love my life, more by almost than e'er I love my wife. If I do feign, you witnesses above will punish my life for the tainting of my love.
I, me detested. How am I beguiled?
Who does beguile you? Who does you wrong?
Have you forgot thyself? Has it been so long? Call forth the Holy Father.
Come away.
Whither, my lord? Cesario, husband, stay.
Husband?
Aye, husband. Can he that deny?
Her husband, sir.
No, my lord, not I.
Alas, it is the baseness of thy fear that makes thee strangle thy propriety. Fear not, Cesario, take thy fortunes up. Be what thou knowest thou art, then thou art as great as that thou fearest. Father, I charge thee by thy reverence, here to unfold, though lately we intended to keep in darkness, what thou dost know hath passed between this youth and me.
A contract of eternal bond of love, confirmed by the mutual joinder of your hands, attested by the interchangement of your rings, strengthened by the holy close of lips, and all the ceremony of this compact sealed in my function by my testimony, since when toward my grave the watch hath told me I have travelled but 2 hours.
Oh, thou dissembling cup, what will thou be when time is sold to gristle on my case? Farewell, and take her, but thou bend thy feet to where thou and I, for henceforth may never meet.
My lord, I do protest.
Oh, do not swear, hold little faith, thou hast too much fear.
For the love of God! A servant! Send one to present these shots for me!
What's the matter?
He's brought my head across. And has given Sir Toby a bloody coxcomb too. For the love of God, draw hell! Have not than 40 pounder went home.
Who has done this to you, Sir Andrew?
The Count's gentleman once says we took him for a coward, but he's the very devil incarnate.
My gentleman Cesario.
How's that things? Here he is! You brought my head for nothing, and what I did, I was set on to do it by Sir Toby.
Why do you speak to me? You drew your sword upon me without cause, but I bespake you fair, and heard you not.
If a bloody coxcomb be a head, you have heard me. Ah! Here comes Sir Toby, halting. You shall hear more. If you hadn't been quick, that cheek of you all the next that he did.
Ah!
How now, gentlemen? How is it with you?
That's all what has hurt me, and there's the end on't. Stop. Dick Surgeon, stop.
Oh, he's drunk, Sir Toby. An hour ago, his eyes were set in the morning.
He is a rogue, and a passy measures pain. I hate a drunken rogue.
Away with him! Who hath caused this havoc with you?
I will help you, Sir Toby. We'll be dressed together.
Will we? An ass head, and a coxcomb, and a knave? Thin-faced knave. Go!
Get Toby to bed and let his hurts be looked to.
Lady, I've heard your kinsman. Forgive me for the vows we made each other but so long ago.
One face, one voice, one habit, and two persons. In natural perspective, that is and it is not.
Antonio, how the hours have racked and tortured me since I lost thee.
Sebastian, art thou?
Yes, not Anthony.
Have you made a division of yourself? An apple cleft in two is not more twin than these two creatures. Which is Sebastian?
Most wonderful.
I stand there. I never had a brother, but a sister whom the blind waves and surges have devoured. A charity, what kin are you to me? What countryman? What name? What parentage?
Oh, Messalina. Sebastian was my father, such as Sebastian was my brother too, so went he suited. Spirits do assume both form and suit, you come to fright us.
Spirit I am indeed, but in that form, but in that dimension grossly clad, from the womb I did participate.
My father had a mole upon his brow,
It's divine.
and died that day when Viola from her birth at number 13 years.
Our everybody's lively in my heart.
If nothing's less to make us happy both, but this, my masculine usurped attire, do not embrace me till each circumstance of time, fortune, and circumstance do cohere and trump that I am Viola, which, to confirm, I'll bring you to a captain about this town where lie my maiden weeds, by whose gentle help I have since been preserved, to serve this noble count. All the occurrence of my fortune sin have been between this lord and this lady.
So comes it, lady, you've been mistook. But nature in her bias drew in that. Who would have been contracted to a maid? By my life, you're not deceived. You're betrothed to both a maid and man.
Be not amazed, right noble is his blood. If this be so as yet the glass seems true, I too will have share in this most happy wreck. Boy, thou hast said to me 1,000 times thou never shouldest love woman like to me.
And all those sayings will I ever swear, and all those swearings will I keep as true in soul as doth that love, the continent of fire, that severs day from night.
Give me thy hand, and let me see thee in thy woman's weeds.
The captain that did bring me first on shore hath my maiden garments. He, upon some action, is now in durance at Malvolio's suit, and follower and countenance of my lady.
He shall enlarge him. Fetch Malvolio hither. Although, now I do remember me, they say, poor gentleman, he's much distract. A most extracting frenzy of mine own, from my remembrance clearly banished his. How does he, Sirrah?
Truly, madam, he holds Beelzebub at the stave's end as well a man in his case may do. Is here written a letter to you? I should have given it to you today morning, but as a madman's epistles are no gospels. It skills not much when they are delivered.
Open it and read it.
Look then, to be well edified, when the fool delivers the madman.
By the Lord, madam! Art thou mad?
No, I do but read madness. If your ladyship have it as a word, you must allow vox.
Prithee, read in thy right wits.
So I do, but to read in his right wits is to read thus. Now the pen, my princess, and give me her.
Read it, you, Sirrah.
By the Lord, madam, you wrong me, and the world shall know it. Though you have put me into darkness and given your drunken cousin rule over me, yet I have the benefit of my senses as well as your ladyship. I have your own letter that induced me to the semblance I put on, with the which I doubt not but to do myself much right, or you much shame. Think of me as you please, I leave my duty a little unthought of, and speak out of my injury. The madly used Malvolio.
Did he write this?
I'm not.
Go fetch him hither, Fabian. Now, these things further thought on, my lord. To think me as well a sister as a wife, and soon shall crown the alliance on it, so please you, here at my house and at my proper cost.
Madam, I most apt embrace your offer. Your master quits you, and the service done him. So much against the metal of your sex, so far beneath your soft and tender breeding, and since you called me master for so long, here is my hand. You shall from this time be your master's mistress.
A sister, you are she.
Is this the man?
Aye, the same. How now, Malvolio?
Madam, you have done me wrong. Notorious wrong.
Have I, Malvolio? No.
Lady, you have. Pray, peruse that letter. You must not deny it is your hand. Write it if you can in hand or phrase, or say it is not your seal, not your invention. You can say none of this. Well, granted then, and tell me in the modesty of honour why you have given me such clear lights of favour. Baby comes smiling and cross-gartered to you, to put on yellow stockings, and to frown upon Sir Toby and the lighter people. And acting this in an obedient hope why you have suffered me to be imprisoned, kept in the dark house, visited by the priest, and made the most notorious geck and gull that e'er invention played on. Tell me why.
Alas, Malvolio, this is not my writing, though I confess, much like the character, but of question, 'tis Maria's hand. And now I do bethink me, it was she that first told me thou wast mad, and then thou camest in smiling, and in such forms presupposed upon me in the letter. Prithee, be content. This hath most shrewdly passed upon thee, but when we know the ground and authors of it, thou shalt be both the plaintiff and the judge of thine own cause.
Good madam, hear me speak. And let no quarrel nor brawl to come take the condition of this present hour, which I have wondered at. In the hope it shall not, most freely I confess, myself and Toby set the device against Malvolio here. Against some stubborn and uncourteous parts we had conceived against him. Maria read the letter at Sir Toby's great importance, in recompense whereof he had married her. How, with a sportful malice, may rather pluck on laughter than revenge, if that the injuries be justly weighed that have on both sides passed?
Alas, poor fool, how they have baffled thee.
Why? Some are born great, some achieve greatness, and some have greatness thrown upon them. I was one, sir, in this interlude, one Sir Topaz, sir. By the Lord, fool, I am not mad, but do you remember why laugh you at such a barren rascal, and you smile not, he's gagged? And thus, the whirligig of time brings in his revenges.
I'll be revenged.
He hath been most notoriously abused.
Pursue him, and entreat him to peace. He is not told to the captain yet. When that is known and golden times convent, this solemn combination shall be made of our dear souls. Meantime, sweet sister, we will not part from hand. Cesario, come, for so you shall be while you are a man. But when in other habits seen, Orsino's mistress and his fancy's queen.
But a toy for the rain and every day. But when I came to man's earthling, the hey-ho, the wind and the rain, his knaves and thieves men shut their gates for the rain and every day. But when I came alas to wife, the hey-ho, the wind and the rain, as like a rain could I not fright the
raining every day. The wind and the rain, tossed but still had drunk